And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Monday Night Raw.
Put away your case of the Mondays. We've got some hard-hitting action for you here tonight.
Well said, Corey. I cannot wait to see what we get.
Recently, Seth Rollins has become increasingly temperamental, lashing out at the WWE Universe with his words and lashing out at his fellow superstars with his fists.
Seth can't stand to feel disrespected, and the moment he feels slighted, he's out for revenge. We've seen him do some heinous things to those that have dared to stand up to him.
Yeah, Rollins is quick to discipline anyone he feels has stepped out of line, always teaching some twisted lesson in respect.
And staring him down is Riddle, the original bro.
Byron, I'll emphasize original because there's nothing stale about Riddle. His style, his attitude, his in-ring abilities are completely his own and completely fresh. Others can try to pretend, but Matt Riddle is living it.
Effectively using the knee.
Oh! Looking for a little bit of high risk here, it seems.
If this lands, it's over.
Phoenix splash! Penny predicament, shoulders down. Well, that was a close call.
A 2 count this early has to raise his confidence.
Let me give out some free advice for when you're clashing with a mastermind like Seth Rollins. You have to...
Oh, no. Now possibly setting up for a submission maneuver. Uh-oh. Oh, this is going to hurt the legs. The
Trapped here.
Look at this. Look at this. Pounding away. Oh, and that'll break it up. Look at this.
Snap suplex.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Oh,
relentless.
God. Enough already.
Stomping down.
Rollins got out of the way.
Crucial moment.
Slay the king.
The original bro taking some hits there. His ring style being nullified a bit.
Rollins lashed out with all his fury on that.
And Riddle in a bit of danger.
A messianic display of offense from Rollins.
Ooh, Riddle with the kick. And he's not done now.
Looking for the submission. Here it is.
It's the bro mission, Corey.
Trying to find a way out. Several right hands, and he's out.
Gut-wrench suplex.
Ooh, that can rattle the whole body.
Oh, man, landing awkwardly.
Riddle's got something big in mind.
Spiral tap.
Riddle has all but finished this.
2. What a kick out at 2.
What a kick out. I can't believe what we're seeing from Seth Rollins tonight.
You gotta wonder what else Riddle can do at this point after pulling out all the stops. And just like that, he sent crashing to the floor. He leaves the ring, but he could lose this match by countout.
Gets put into the barricade.
One step ahead of Riddle there.
Rollins dodges in the nick of time. Oof, you go up, you have to come down.
The original bro is on the attack.
This is what I was talking about, doing everything possible to disrupt Seth's master plan for this match.
He'll slide back in the ring now.
I don't like the look in his eye here, folks.
Blast off!
Oh, misses the mark. And there's the cover. Kicks out after 1.
Wow, I thought for sure that was it.
Ooh, Riddle with the kick. And he's not done now. The bro mission is locked in.
The architect gonna have to tap out.
Nice job, bro.
These guys were awesome. Let's take another look.
Here is your winner, Riddle.
A statement victory by this guy tonight.
I strongly suggest Seth Rollins dedicates some more time to doing homework on his opponent. There's a lot of notes you can take from tonight.
Hey, Seth Rollins is a true student of the game.
AJ Styles is one supremely competent competitor. Some might even call him arrogant.
I'd go so far as to say downright cocky. AJ doesn't think there's anyone in the world who's even half as talented as him.
You're probably right about that, but I think that energy will serve AJ well in this matchup.
And in the other corner is Dominic Mysterio, a young star with a legendary heritage. When Mysterio comes to the ring, he's got a lot of proud Lucha Libre history coming with him.
And Mysterio has been soaking up all that handed-down knowledge like a sponge. It's been a key part of his rapid ascension up the ranks.
Corey, how can Dominic Mysterio compensate for his relative lack of extensive experience when clashing with the very best here in WWE?
I think what evens the scales for Dominic is his incredible fighting spirit. He refuses to quit, no matter how stacked the odds are against him. That might be what earns him the win tonight.
Boom, what impact!
AJ with the wherewithal to avoid that.
Slides back into the ring. Back in the ring now.
What a hurricanrana!
That'll ring your bell. Really just laying it in.
My goodness!
And Dominic is now dictating the pace.
This is that fighting spirit we talked about. Dominic Mysterio is showing no quit here tonight.
What a reversal by AJ Styles.
Attack from behind.
Neck breaker! Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
Cover! Shoulders are down! Calls the pin off with a rope break.
Ducks under.
Boom! Leg kick by AJ Styles.
Nothing's gonna stop him.
Okay, he's re-entering the ring.
Springboard.
What are we gonna see here?
A third.
He is truly feeling it right now. As well he should.
Oh, AJ Styles caught a bit off guard there. Heads out of the ring, but needs to be mindful of the referee's count here. Got to find a way to get out of this.
All the way down.
And Dominic's resolve might be wavering here.
You can't deny the precision we're seeing from AJ.
Slingshot
Forearm!
That is tossing your own body around without a care.
Taking no account for their own well-being.
Setting foot in the ring now. Dominic gets cut off. Roundhouse!
Styles grapevine in the leg.
Rolls through.
Nice job getting to the ropes.
Really had no choice.
Can he do it here? 1, 2. No! Kicks out!
And frustration might be starting to set in.
Trying to find his bearings, but it looks like his end. Dominic able to avert that.
All the way up, and wow, what a unique counter. I think it's time to dial it up.
619!
Dominic showing off those lucha. Does he have him here?
And he fights it off.
How in the world did he kick out?
He's going for it all. Oh, knees right to the spine. Oh, what a kick. Incoming.
Taking a trip outside, but he's got to be mindful of the count.
Neckbreaker.
Ouch. Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
Check. Dominic gets the better there.
Intake right to the gut.
So much torque on the knee and ankle.
Uh-oh.
Picked up.
Reverse DDT.
End of the road.
Wow.
That won't separate your shoulder. That'll divorce it.
He may not be aware of the count. He's got to get back in. He'll head to the ring. Getting him into the corner. Dangerous position with your feet tied up like that.
He's got that boot right up against his face. Come on.
Uh-oh.
Face first.
He catches Dominic with a counter. Roundhouse on the mark.
Styles is looking to end this thing.
If this lands, it's over.
Styles clash.
That could put Dominic down for good.
2 count. Hangs on by a thread.
I do not know how you survive that.
Staying alive there is unheard of.
And now AJ has to cover. There's 2.
Oh, did he get him?
2.5.
He kicked out. He actually kicked out.
Beautiful.
Dominic was ready for that.
Oh, I had that well scouted. Getting set up for something in the...
Here we go, round and round.
Satellite DDT. Will Dominic take advantage?
Makes a cover. And he's still in the game.
The resolve of AJ Styles. I can't say anymore. It just leaves me speechless.
The next big move might end this. The question is, who has the stamina left to pull it out? This arena has come unglued.
You can feel the foundation shifting with every turn in the match.
And a counter. Will it be? Cover. A kick out at 2.
You got to question, how much is it worth? How much is it worth to continue through the agony?
It's obviously worth. Styles rolls through.
Calf crusher submission. It's locked in.
Tap, tap, tap.
That submission forces the tap out. And AJ Styles is your winner. We're going to be hard-pressed to see a better match than that. Here's another look.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles!
AJ Styles pulls out the win.
In the end, AJ Styles reigned supreme.
Phenomenal.
Tag team action underway. Truly one of the hallmarks of sports entertainment.
That's right, Cole. As a former tag team champion myself, I have to say these matches hold a special place in my heart.
He's able to sidestep there.
Ooh, slam!
With authority. Ooh, treading all over their opponent.
Great power, masterfully executed Regalplex.
The counter.
Up across the shoulders. Here we go.
Hit the ropes. Ooh, running knee strike.
Targeting the chest, very effective.
Attack after attack on target. He's absorbed some damage already.
If he's smart, he'll make a tag soon. A break on the apron could help him mitigate this damage.
Enough already.
Finds a counter for Gable.
Ruthless striking.
Boom, right in the button.
Elusiveness from Gable.
And looking from...
Kicks to the lower back. Clutching the wrist. Just absolutely punishing their opponent here. Relentlessly. Coming in hot.
He's reminding his competition that they'll only ever be second best.
He's got him scouted. Turned that one around.
Nice.
He switches it back around. Misses on the springboard.
Going up to the second rope.
Oh, look at this hanging arm bar. Great way to break your opponent's arm.
And Gable had it scouted. Bad predicament right here. Oh, right to the throat.
Going up to the second rope.
Oh, look at this hanging arm bar. Great way to break your opponent's arm.
He's absorbing some tough hits now.
Yeah, this is exactly why constant, frequent tags are so important in a match like this, to keep fresh.
Answering back.
Nice snap suplex.
We're not done just yet.
Part 2. And looking for the trifecta. The Three Amigos.
He's going for the pin. This could be it. 1, 2. Got it. No, just a 2.
This is no time to hesitate. You can feel the end coming.
Finds a counter for Gable.
Guys, we're about to see the...
Oh, what a slap. Uh-oh, he's got him set up here. Looking for the suplex.
No.
Breaker. Gets tagged in. Oh, my, what a splash. We're undoubtedly nearing the end.
This is a very dangerous situation now. Now is the time for Chad Gable to find a way to shift into that extra gear.
Oh, this is not good at all. The pendulum backbreaker stretch. Otis with the reversal. Time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex.
with the tag is Chad Gable.
Big forearm.
Oh, the physicality on display there. Unbelievable. Great wherewithal on the counter. Able to interrupt the attack. What a shot.
That'll fillet your chest.
Oh, neck breaker. Tags him in.
Jumping elbow drop.
What a punch. He's taking some good hits. He had it scouted. Clothesline. Counters. Just carrying the opposition anywhere they want. Straight impact on the throat. Oh, look at the... Man, that hurts.
And look at this now, yes, applying the submission hold.
An extreme amount of pressure.
Nice escape.
Ah, spinning, 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 spinning. Scoop slam. Hoping to end it here.
This is it.
His arm shot on the mat before one.
It's hard to believe, but it looks like he still has some gas left in the tank.
Able to get there in time.
Punch lands. Oh, what a forearm. He's getting a little battered now.
This is it.
Oh, boom. A defiant kick out after one.
He's still got more left in the tank. Oh! Just mounted with punches. And not, oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
And I think we just might see a mega driver.
Nothing Otis can do after that.
Cover. He kicked out at two.
I do not know how they got up from that.
Operating on pure instinct and adrenaline right now.
That was a golden opportunity to end things. Now he's got to hope the opportunity presents itself again. We are beginning to reach a point of desperation in this match.
These athletes' bodies can only take them so to the sky.
Oh, man.
Elbows out.
Otis was ready for that.
Connected on that.
Reciprocating the initial reversal.
Ooh, bullseye.
Otis running into some trouble here.
Otis is running to a roadblock.
Otis with the reversal.
Otis finally finding an answer to that onslaught.
That might be what Otis needed to get out of jeopardy.
Fresh man in.
Oh, yeah, here we go. What are we going to see here?
Oh, neck breaker. Producing a trampling. Comes in off the tag. He takes control.
Big splash.
Just launched.
Otis has been roughed up pretty hard here.
He needs to get himself some room to regroup fast.
Gable on the receiving end.
Tagged with a punch.
Tough position to be caught in here.
Right across the larynx.
Heel hook. Look at this. Oh, that's so painful.
It's hard to watch, too.
Picked up.
Counters. This could be an opportunity.
Belly suplex.
Just punched him right in the mouth.
Relentless.
Enough already.
The pillars of this building must be crumbling from the energy these fans are putting out right now.
These superstars are giving it their all, and this audience is giving it right back.
So smart, targeting the opponent's leg.
Yeah, and then watch this. Oof.
Saw it coming. Dominating shoulder tackle.
Gable needs to get his wits about him fast.
We're about to see
The old gallows pole.
Gable is completely out of it.
That will end it. Here's another look at some of the previous action, giving their fans their money's worth and more.
Here are your winners, the Club.
This pairing paying strong dividends with an impressive tag team win.
They say when you know, and I know there's no tag team on the roster that can touch these two guys.
Dolph Ziggler, seen as a veteran at this stage in his career, still feels like his match is always going to steal the show.
Dolph's always had that confidence, but what I like the most is how Dolph doesn't care anymore if you believe him or not. He goes out there for himself to shut the naysayers up.
Well, Ziggler yet again has another opportunity to silence doubters and steal the show.
But tonight he's facing off against Happy Corbin, which to some sort of seems like an oxymoron.
Everyone wants to rain on Corbin's parade, Saxton. The man has put in years of hard work, and it's finally paid off. The true American dream.
He's burying elbows in the midsection.
We know Dolph Ziggler's in a class by himself when it comes to cardio, but how can Dolph give himself the advantage in this one?
Ziggler needs to force his opponent to wrestle like the show-off. A hybrid of fast-paced tempo and superior amateur wrestling is tough for any competitor to counter.
Heading up, he's thinking big. From the top. Elbow drop. Quick pin attempt here.
1, 2.
A kick out stops the ref at 2.
2.5, and if he keeps this up, we'll be out of here sooner than expected.
And Corbin may have felt that coming. Had that one scouted. Dolph with a DDT! Looks like Corbin is going to have to work a little harder to overcome this.
Yeah, that's Dolph saying, I still have what it takes to steal the show.
The advantage in Ziggler's corner now.
Ziggler keeping that fast pace, and he's currently wrestling circles around his opponent. Good night so far for the show-off.
Elbow finds its mark.
That holds back Ziggler's attack. What a lariat. Ah, look at this, just cranking it out. Cranking the head. From the top. Oh, elbow drop.
Oh, it's a piercing elbow.
No, that'll break his arm. Vicious.
Choke slam.
Here's the cover.
1, 2.
Kick out, close to 3.
You have to think this battle is starting to weigh down on him.
Uh-oh. End of days.
Back it up. Corbin's got this.
2. What a kick out. I don't believe it.
Dolph has a penchant for staying deep into fights. His never-say-die attitude on full display there.
Everything possible was done to win there, but it just fell short. Ziggler now lacking any signs of resistance.
Dolph's having trouble assessing the situation.
He is just reeling from that offense.
This is where endurance becomes so important in the late stages of the match.
Oh, what a snapmare.
Perfectly executed. Corbin averts the attack. Kick to the gut.
Dragged around into a neck breaker.
Corbin fights back.
Sequence of reversals there.
Did you hear that impact? He's got the answer for that one. Choke slam. Now let's take another look at these guys in action.
Here is your winner, Happy Corbin!
That may be one of the most important wins I've seen in recent memory.
I agree, Corey. A huge victory tonight.
Look, we've seen the show-off fight back from bigger beatings than this.
Cash in the bag,
For Bobby Lashley, business is always good.
on the attack. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm bad. Doing no cap.
Making his way to the ring,
Better go live it up.
representing the
Cash in the
hurt
bag.
business
Stadium
from
pass.
Colorado
Baby, I'm
Springs.
bad. Baby, I'm bad.
Weighing in
I just wanna stay bad, stay mad, shit on my shoulder cause they treat me like an outcast. I ain't gonna take that, stay back, I'll be swinging on till the hits come in all caps. I ain't gonna lay back, pray that someone's gonna help me, ain't nobody like that. I ain't gonna wait, that's all fact, give me one shot and I'll never get the throne back. I'm sick of being cautious, I'ma go cause something, can't stop this. I'ma steal everybody's lane, call it shoplift. Sick of hearing everyone complain when they thoughtless. Taste the pain, it's like candy canes. It makes me go change into a better frame, into a better name. Society's insane, we all live for fame, One more time, this life gon' live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, with no cap.